on the road. And hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. Here we go. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors.
And this is the second meeting of 4. And having lost that first one, this one really important. You don't want to dig a hole and allow them to take a mental edge over you.
Yeah, when you face each other a number of times over the course of the year, that becomes its own mini rivalry. So you certainly want to avoid going in an 0-2 hole.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now, here's Doncic. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game.
Big-time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
The Doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him. Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Towns with the steal. McDaniels outside. Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Outside Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Bryant. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectation. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. Toronto trailing. Bamba with it. Now guarded by Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
And finish off by Bryant.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Kobe. And it's good off the back rim and in. Bryant's got his second bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Outside, Dort. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Here's Kobe. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, what Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Kevin, back to you.
He keeps him guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. Towns, no luck. Raptors trailed by 3. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Guys, that's about hustle. That is Lou Dort wanting it more than anyone else on the floor.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Achua. Back to Kobe. Clock at 6. Lots of room. Count it. Kobe's got 9.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Inside. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Pass to Achua. Now McDaniels. Outside Bryant. Kick out to Adams. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Raptors trailed by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Shannon. Now Kamara. Now Doncic. He's got 6. Good. Nice job down low. He's got 8.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Here's Jackson. Miami grabs the miss.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Going inside. Stolen by Jackson. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Number 20, Danny.
Miami trailing. Here's Collier. In the corner, it's Plumlee. And so Miami again turning it over.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Middleton left side. Fires top of the key. And the jumper is on the mark.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
To the inside. Pass to Wolf. Fires the three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
Back to Middleton. Now here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Jackson down low. Clock at 4. Here he goes. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Heat ball.
The Heat with the lead. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Collier, that's good.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Will it go? And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. He takes it in. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Pass to Collier. Miami needs to get a shot off. No good from Clark. Toronto with the left side Jackson. Here's Dadier. Jackson up top. He's got 8. Back to Dadier. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Outside, Towns. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 11.
Yeah, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
Back to Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Towns to the wing right side. No good on the triple.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
It's a close game here in Toronto. Here's Collier. Doncic with the steal. Here we go, all alone. Pass to Shannon. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. Count it. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hands. Nightmares plants thus far.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Kobe. Pomba with the block. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kobe with the steal. Fires the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. For Toronto, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
He doesn't get the second one. George looking over the floor. Stolen by Dort. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Raptors as they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Jackson. Toronto working the ball around now. Launches it. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you 2 things every team needs.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through that season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off the shot. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Doncic has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Raptors. To the paint. It's stolen by Dort. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Stolen by Jackson. It's Dort on the wing. Doncic looking it over. And there's the drive. Bamba's shot is off. The Heat trailed by 10. 18 feet out. Good! Kobe with a hand in his face.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Jackson. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Back to Bryant. Shoots over Kamara. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
McDaniels outside. Back to Bryant. Screen by Adams. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's good for 2. Kobe's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Raptors leading by 10. Middleton outside. Back to Poole. Pass to Middleton. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Kobe. It's good from about 19 feet. Kobe's got 10 points in the quarter.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Here's Middleton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Raptors lead by 12. Kobe on the drive. Towns wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Towns has got 14 points. And it's Middleton penetrating. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
and you overplay Middleton to shoot the J. This is what he can do.
Outside, Kobe from downtown. And the Heat, another three.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Here's Middleton. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Here's Bryant. 24 points for him. Takes it inside. And it's good. No stopping Kobe there.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Tries it from 19. Middleton can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 8. A drive by Bryant. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 28 points for Kobe Bryant. Middleton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by Middleton. George with the ball. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Up top, Kobe. Towns for 3. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Raptors. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Heat trail by 6. To the inside. On the wing, Bryant. To the hoop. That one drops for him. Bryant's got 30.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Clark. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy's always willing to get his teammates involved.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Back to Jackson. Out to Doncic. Over Clark. A nice shot by Doncic. And now an 8-point Toronto lead.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Clark outside. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
In the corner, it's Bryant. And it's Clark in the corner. And again, it's the Heat missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for Toronto. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play.
Oh, goodness, Kobe Bryant!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Heat trailed by 8. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
A 3-ball. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
And Kobe, here we go. Towns in the corner. Miami no good on that time either. Raptors leading by 11. Here's Doncic. And another basket for Toronto.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Into the lane. And the rejection by Jackson. To the middle. Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Bryant. Towns with it. He's picked up by Doncic. George! The 20-foot jumper. Good.
No hesitation from Keontae George. Ball touches his fingers. He gets right into his motion.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Raptors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 6 to shoot. Now Jackson lays it in off the window.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Bryant looking over the floor. Here's McDaniel. George with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
.139 left in the fourth. Jackson. Oh!
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Right side, Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. It's off target. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Raptors.
This is a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Buries the deep ball. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over. Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
From 19, that one goes. Kobe with the steal. With the drive. So it's Toronto winning this one.
For joining us on this 2K broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
This is a chance for them to even up this season series. A win tonight would make it 1-1 and give them a big boost moving forward.
Well, look, they certainly don't want to lose this one. Being down 0-2 is not where anybody wants to be.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, man.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
And Doncic hammers it home.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
Here's Bryant. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Jackson. Rebound Miami.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. PA, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Doncic. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. The layup off target. Here's Bryant. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he comes up with a bucket. Towns has got 5.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
Doncic left side. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Towns. And it's Miami with another.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And here's Doncic. He's got 6. Kamara, that's good.
The defense has to pay so much attention to Luka, and he knows he'll always have an option for a kick-out 3.
Towns outside. There's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Over McDaniels. Pass to Doncic. Shoots over Bryant. And it's Doncic missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Now here's Bryant. No luck on that one. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Fires the 3. And Towns with the 3. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Well, look, Towns is an elite big-man shooter. He's very dangerous when he gets breathing room from deep.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, You can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And so here is Toronto. Miami making their last shot. And Doncic launches from deep. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. Pass to Towns. From 8 feet away. Rebounded by Kamara. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Doncic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Doncic hits them both. 1:27 left to play in the first. Kicks it out, Towns. Rebound, Toronto. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Hookah, Doncic.
Ties it up, and this next one could give him the lead.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Here's Collier. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
To the wing on the left. Kicks it out to Clark. 4 on the clock. From the high post. Rebounded by Kamara. Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
From the top of the key. And it's Miami with another.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Oh, my! What a slam right at the buzzer!
And that's exactly what you want. Finish the quarter on a positive.
The Heat, 20.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Guys?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. The Raptors with a lead. It's Middleton on the wing. Chalk up 2 there. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
Here's the pick. To the left wing. Wolf. Three-pointer off the mark. Raptors lead by 6. Poole outside. Toronto passing it around. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
Outside Achua. Achua with a screen. Pass to Collier. 5 to shoot. Miami needs to get off a shot here. And here's Clark for 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Here's Wolf. Looking to end the run. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Good on the second one. Jackson on the wing. Fires for 3. And Brown good for 3. Brown's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
I like how Brown values the three-point shot. Generally, Christian is pretty careful with his selection.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Miami.
Here's Bryant. And again, it's Miami converting.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge him.
Middleton looking around. Kicks it out to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Bryant. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Pass to Jackson. Launches a 3. And again, Toronto, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Miami making a switch here. Now the Raptors with it. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Bamba. Right wing. To the paint. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The free throw off the mark from Bamba. Heat trail by 3. Towns outside. Bryant left side. Shot clock at 6. And Miami again with the bucket.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Kamara, no good. And it's Miami's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Towns looking for an opening. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Another shot. Miami grabs the miss. Inside. Kicks it out to Bryant. And there's a 3-second violation. Here's Toronto with the ball. Now Doncic. 16 points for him. Dort outside. The 3-ball. And Bryant pulls it down. Miami trailing. To the inside. Here's Towns. Bryant outside. Towns left side. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. Whoa! Towns with the power.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns. An all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. 46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Bryant in the high post. 12 points for him. Towns outside. The 3 is up. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
17 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Middleton with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Shannon. Stop the drought. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Bryant outside. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Heat. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Raptors trail by 4. Lets it go from 14. Doncic, no good. Here's Collier. Five on the clock. And he makes it. Collier's gotten his second bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Outside Achua. From outside the arc. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Raptors trail by 4. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Out left to the wing. Toronto passing it around. Adams grabs the miss. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Guys, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now Bryant. Here's the break. The finish. They get it back. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here comes Luka. And Doncic with the jam.
What energy on the drive from Doncic. Charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
Bryant left side. Pass to Towns. Back to Bryant. To win the drought. Drained it for 2 points. Bryant's got 14 points for the game.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Towns, right side. Pass to Wolf. And stolen by Bamba. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And here's Kamara. Back to Doncic. It's hauled in by Wolf.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Pass to Bamba. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Uh-oh, we've got a big cat in the paint. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Miami.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Bamba misses. The Heat with the lead. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Teams deciding to change it up. Raptors trail by 3. Middleton outside. Shoots. And he hits the jumper. Middleton's got 7 points.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Back to Bryant. Towns outside. Back to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17. Again, the Heat score. 1:39 left to play in the third quarter. Middleton outside. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Well, let me tell you, Middleton dunks it with ease. He's got those super long arms.
Bryant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
You know what they came to see? Me, never on my
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Toronto trailing. Pass to Poole. Middleton outside. Puts the move on. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Well, guys like Middleton just need some room to work with to score. And that's exactly what the play gets them.
Here's Bryant. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. McDaniels with a steal. All alone on the break. Flushes it down to finish the break.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
Bryant from deep three-point land. And the 3 off target. Now here's Middleton. Covered by Towns. Back to Poole. Oh, Poole so slippery inside.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And when we return, we'll...
Miami, 50.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Bryant with it. Pass to George. Yep, right through the net. George has got his first points in this one.
The jumper with a nice high release. George was ready to attack the second he got the ball.
Doncic throws it down.
Woo-wee. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
Doncic left side. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Jackson.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Bryant, right side. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
one of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
It's Jackson, high post. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Inside. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Jackson gets double-teamed. Dort outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Bryant. Now here's George. Bryant outside. Fades. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
And Doncic hammers it home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's McDaniels. Towns up top. Pass to Bogdanovich. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Bryant outside. Six to shoot. Toronto grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And so here is Toronto. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Jackson, the screen. Over Towns. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
How about those points from Jackson? Big time.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And here's Doncic. Now Jackson. He sticks the fadeaway jumper.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Here's Bryant. The 17-footer. Oh, he cannot hit.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Doncic fires. McDaniels with a rebound. And so George will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Takes it inside. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Well, check out George showing up in the big moment, showing how ready he is to be that guy.
Jackson outside. Stolen by Bryant. To tie it up. Tips it. For three. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Kamara with it. Outside Dort. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, Luka, too much inside.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Bryant on the drive. Towns. Dort with a steal. Doncic outside. Now Dort. Now here's Doncic. No good from three. Bryant with it. Now Doncic defending. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time. First clean look they have, I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And here's Doncic. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Rajakovic has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
Substitution on the court.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And that's an intentional foul.
At the line for your Raptors.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
So the Raptors win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because